We're gonna have you put the bum bums on your phone, and then
Oh,
just
that's right.
we forgot. Whatever. That'll be the
That'll be
technology
next.
for
That'll be next time.
August.
You know what I'm going to do right now?
Huh.
And let us know when you can hear us. Until then,
But
I'm going
that's
to
how you hear us. We're not really starting until I see
August.
someone say that they can hear us.
Okay. Okay. August. The first one of these, I'm not. Okay. Wait, that's May. I put you on hold. Okay. That is August 5th, Monday. That's next Monday, right? I'm writing bum bums at the top.
Bum 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 bums. Bum bum bum. Here, well,
And we'll figure out what's going on. What's up, kiddos?
hey, welcome. Why can't I get the arrangement of my screens the way I like it? Welcome to
Live
Shush
chat.
Secret Time, guys. Oh, let's do that. Let's do that right now. Welcome to Shush Secret Time, the only live stream on the YouTubes that has Natalie and Tara. It's facts. That's facts. Can't think of another live stream that does, unfortunately.
Shannon says more people would have been here by now if you didn't hide the link from the live stream. Shush, shush.
What are you talking about?
Where are we hiding it?
Oh, because I
Where's
didn't put it in a link tree. Is that what you're talking about? Because I didn't
that?
my
Yeah,
timeout
that was.
so wrong this morning. I mean, I let you know it was happening. I put it on public. What
You
more do
figure it.
you want
You
from
figure
me?
it out.
Yeah, it's
Is
lit.
it listed?
Well,
Yes.
it is, but that doesn't always mean anything in YouTube land because maybe as far as YouTube's concerned, it's not actually listed, but we think it's
There
listed.
are no rules.
That's YouTube. Anyways, welcome to Just a Secret Time. This is
Listen.
a live stream if you've never tuned in before, which I'm sure everyone here has, but whatever. We're just going to do this anyways. If you've never done this before, this is Natalie and I's time to really, really connect with you, let you know what we're
Well,
up
it
to.
also says it's scheduled for 10:30 a.m.
What? That's cool. It does say that.
That's just not correct
That's
anyway. No
correct.
matter what, that was never right.
That was never the thing. That's fun.
Guys, look,
Listen,
this is just how we roll. We actually don't want anyone here. It wouldn't be secret time. When we change the title to like, hey, show up time, then we'll
I mean, we did apparently kind of screw ourselves for people showing it. Wait, I'm stuck. I'm stuck in it. Okay, I don't need to play with this right now. I'm like trying to figure out how to change. It doesn't matter. Thank you for catching
live
up.
now. I don't know why it's scheduled.
I need to sit down and schedule all of next month's now. There the back end of YouTube is so not user friendly sometimes. Like it will hide things from you
Yeah, but it's no
or
WordPress.
it's listen, it's LiveJournal, WordPress, YouTube. That is the technology advancements here. Oh, and not highly professional time. Yes, no, there's a reason this is not called highly professional live stream time. We
Yeah.
should rename our live stream that so that we can manifest that we become super professional and polished.
Yeah. It's the exact opposite of what I did with my candle company. I made this. So you didn't take me seriously. Like, look, there's no professionalism in this booth.
Which, wait, we're just gonna go to Candle Corner right away, even though this is not the way we do anything because we don't do anything the same way. Any whatever. 100 candles. Now I saw what was the 100th candle? I need to know.
Well, it was so actually the the at 9 o'clock, which is what time the market opens,
Huh?
there was a couple that showed up who follow the Instagram who had been there last week and bought two candles and wanted there were three specific ones from that week that they walked in and bought. And the second one in there would have been there. So I
Yeah.
don't know. They got three. I gave them a free shot glass candle. Like just pick one of these.
Aww.
But yeah, they were so sweet. Like they showed up and I was like, oh hi guys. And I said, I just made that one. And she says, I know, I saw it on your Instagram. They came to get the blue teacup, the grayish
Oh,
blue
that's
clear
a
teacup.
good
Yeah.
one. That's a good one.
And then they
Oh,
got some milk glass. And what was the other one they got? Oh, the little heart that I made last week. The heart that has the lid. Yeah.
yeah,
They
yeah,
were cute.
I love that people are following your Instagram and specifically showing up to get a specific.
I
That's
know. I was like, I
comparing
was
that
very
card.
surprised
That's
because there's
so
only like 30
fun.
people following me and they're almost all you guys. So I was very surprised. I was like, oh, this is my one customer and they are very loyal.
You only need one very loyal customer. It's called patronage.
Yeah. Anyway, but then it was a really, really good day. I ended up selling 15 candles, which my thing is if I sell three, I make my booth money back. If I sell five, anything past five is normally I've paid for the booth and I've paid for material.
Yeah.
And I mean, so everything after that is basically, profit.
If you get
Um,
five, you get to go get breakfast where again? I love this. That's my other
no,
favorite.
if it's a burger. We go get burgers at
Burger.
Brad's
Okay.
Food Hut.
I love it. That's my
And
other
it's been
favorite.
around forever. Justin used to go there when he was a kid. So Brad's Food,
Oh,
that's like where all the T-ball kids go after they've won a game, after baseball
I
games.
love that. That's my
Like
favorite part.
they're full. I mean, the place is crammed because it always has a bunch of like kids in their baseball uniforms after good
Yeah,
games, bad games, whatever. But it's just so fun and it's pretty cheap.
that's
So
fun.
at 5 candles, I always say I earn Brad's is what we say.
Love that. That's my favorite thing. You moving your mic made me realize I never plugged my mic in. You guys want to hear the difference between mics? Let's find out. Let me know how much better this sounds. This is Tara's computer mic, and here's the Blue Yeti.
Didn't sound that much different.
But I think it just
No,
now.
there you go. There you go. Yeah.
That better? How
Mhm.
much better? I'm always curious.
No.
No? No
I mean,
difference?
it's better, but you're cutting out now.
Weird.
Like, I wonder if it changes your settings because you always have issues with your settings. Noise suppressing.
Uh-huh. 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 Uh-huh.
I think you need to put yours on low.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's put it on low. Let's do
Yeah, because
it.
it does sound much clearer, but you'll cut out more often.
Interesting. Okay, where is that?
Audio settings.
Settings. This is watch Tara do stuff.
And then it's audio profile.
Audio.
Auto, low, medium, high.
Got it. Low. There we go. There we go. Let's do that.
I think because you just have so much more background noise in your place that it ends up like cutting out more often.
All that traffic and stuff. Probably that would track. All right. I went, oh my God. So I filmed that TikTok. Speaking of audio, I filmed that TikTok of me eating the loaded pickles.
Mhm.
And my mic, for whatever reason, was not working. So if I record the whole entire thing, and it's an eating thing, so it's not like you can like just fake
Do it
it.
again.
So then I was like, well, and I couldn't figure it out. I was like, well, okay, screw it. Let's do it again. Something else went wrong with the audio. I did it again, thinking that I had it fixed with the mic. Didn't work. Did it again without the mic at all. And then it was like, great, now I have it. Did it again because I figured out what was wrong with the mic and got it working again because it was like just not registering the devices or whatever. So I filmed that stupid thing 4 times talking about these stupid pickles with all these people walking by we at the
Oh my gosh, that's always fun.
and I made the choice to sit in front of the sticker store because it was just pretty and like it was the lighting was so bad there. To sit in front of the sticker store, I can't tell you how many grown adult men stopped right behind me to look at stickers. And I'm like, dude, like keep on walking. And like I would expect women, kids, whatever, grown adult large men that took up a lot of the frame.
A lot of space. They were taking a lot of my frame up.
You're taking a lot of the background frame up. Like, what are we doing? Oh my God. The whole thing was a technical nightmare. And then I'm like listening to the audio. I'm like, I'm not even sure I like the audio on this mic. I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know if I'm enough about audio. I don't have your ears. I need your ears. They weren't looking at stickers. No, they definitely were. They had their back to me and they're looking at rows and rows of stickers. And then like not for like a brief amount of time, but like for a while. Like I just want to get this over with. I just want to film this pickle boat situation, get it done, get it out in the world. The mics in the new MacBooks are really good. Yeah, I have a new-ish one, and the mics seem to be pretty good. But I thought I was doing good by getting a Yeti. I don't know. I have no idea. It's hard to say.
Yeah, these are pretty good.
Yeah. Anywho, all right, let's do a little bit of Bill's nails time.
It's Bill now.
So,
Bill time.
don't freeze over and the creek don't rise. How do I say this again?
Oh, you can't say that.
What?
I found out the etymology behind that saying.
Is this like peanut gallery kind of stuff?
I don't know peanut gallery one.
Peanut gallery's got a bad etymology as well. Like
actually, I really like the etymology on it, but I'm sure it's offensive. I'm sure someone would find it offensive now. Yeah, God willing, and the creek don't rise. The creek don't rise.
That's it.
And it is from I don't remember his name, but it was someone who was writing to like Washington. He was supposed to go to Washington, but he said, I'll be there, God willing, and the creek don't rise. But creek is capitalized. And it's because he's talking about the Indians. and they were feuding with the Indians. And while I'm like, it's not offensive, but I'm sure someone would be offended.
Yep.
And so it was about whether or not this feud between the local tribe and the town, if they rise up, then I can't come to town.
What? Wow.
Right.
Wow. 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 I'm just on an adventure of like, that just changed my.
I was like, that's amazing.
That
and that was the thing is like no one, if people say it all over the South and they have no idea. Like,
no.
Anyway.
I'm thinking we're talking. My bangs being bangy. I'm thinking we're talking about the river.
Yeah, everyone thinks it has to do with flooding or whatever, but it's the wording on it, and the creek don't rise. Like it's just not a way to, it wouldn't, and then the creek doesn't rise. Would be, like, and the creek don't rise. Anyway, and it was capitalized, and it was in a letter.
Wow. Wow. All right. Well, God willing, and my computer don't die. I don't know what to change it to now. Well, all things coming up Millhouse for us. We got an episode coming out this week. Now, so Natalie, and we'll circle back on this, is filming this week, and she's filming Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Oh, sorry. Desiree just pointed out we didn't do the hellos.
Oh my God! I told you we can't do anything normal. Thank you, Desiree. I'm going to put a pause on business time because I'll remember what I'm about to say. Let's go back and do hellos to everybody. Guys, you know what to do. Say hello in this very professional live stream. We'll say hey back. I do actually want to know who's out there. I feel like I've seen everyone say, but go anyways. Because we
needed to wait a second. We knew people were showing up at 10:30.
Yeah, everything is really difficult to keep track of how to do things. Go, guys. Say hi so we can say hi back.
Okie dokie. David Faith, hello. Officially. Wisconsin's hello. Shannon West, hello. My life is like a romantic comedy, except there's no romance and it's just me laughing on my own jokes. Sounds like fun. Mm-hmm. Sounds like fun. Blair, hello. How are you? Desiree Gonzalez, heyo. Jack Boots, hello. Ben Rathig, Natalie's 100th candle live stream. Last week we had our 300th live stream, and now we have my own 100th candle live stream. Mm-hmm, we got really excited about the candles. That's how we forgot to do the hello.
That's exactly what it is, yeah.
Steve brings home gold. In what category, Steve? Yeah. Just out of curiosity, Summer does. A lot of chatty. Yeah, no, Justin's here. He is. He's in the other room, I think, still. Maybe. I don't know. Derek Ward, hello. And I've reached the bottom. See, guys, it was an easy task. I didn't. Done. I probably missed somebody.
Probably.
Say hi, Ed. Somehow.
Yeah. I guarantee Ed's there. Hello, Ed. Hello. Anyways, okay, back to business time. This is the most disorganized. This is what happens when I showed up late to work today because my time math is off. Anyways, all right, business time. So we do have an episode coming up. We are working on these. What now? Now what? I'm looking at your face. We do have an episode coming up, and I'm like, do I just keep talking? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I'll tell you if I figure it out.
We do have we have an episode coming up. It's a sketch. However,
allegedly. I mean, it is a sketch for sure.
Sure.
It's coming out allegedly.
Allegedly. That's where the alleged part goes in the sentence. Natalie is filming on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We're getting there on the edit. Like we have an edit session after this planned. However, sound is always this.
Yeah, that's my big concern because I'm going to northern Utah tomorrow, and I'm on set Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So figuring out when I'm doing my sound edit. Ooh, note to self, pack headphones.
I should really start a note because things are crossing my brain that I need to like I need to do the dailies for the third one. Do the dailies.
Do the dailies. Yeah, but it looks like it's coming together. Yeah. We're at that fun phase where it's like when you're editing something that's supposed to be funny, there's this awkward phase that it hits where you're like, is this funny? It's funny when you first watch it. When you're watching the dailies, you're like, oh, this is funny. This is working. And then as you start to piece it together, you're like, okay, this is, and it's about timing. Obviously, it's just all about timing. And so like when you get to that stage right before the timing stage, That's when you're like, okay. And you like start fingers crossing this is gonna be
Like,
chuckle
oh,
worthy.
it sucks. It sucks. I hate it. It sucks. It sucks. And then you figure it out. You're like, oh, it's funny again. I love
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Yeah. So we were working on that. So, all things coming up Millhouse, where we got an episode coming out Friday. Now, it could come out at some other point in the weekend. So we'll keep you guys posted. Whatever happens, we'll keep you posted because, Natalie's acting, and that is the primary thing that we're all trying to do. Acting. Acting. Do a dollop of dailies. Do a dollop of dailies. Yeah, I got one more run. And then after this, we're gonna have two more episodes of this Alex,
Yeah.
if Alex were a man, coming out as well. So I'll be coming
If
out
Alexa were a man, Alex is a man.
That's it. I was like, I know I'm tripping up on something. And when I say Alexa now,
Mm-hmm.
I always think of my DP, our DP from
Oh yeah.
not DP, our first AD from Miss Brown. Like my brain can't handle it still. It still thinks of her. Desiree says Millhouse. From
Simpsons.
Simpsons. We say there's like one episode where he goes, everything's coming up Millhouse, and we've been saying that for.
But what's really funny about that is that it's not coming up Millhouse. Like Millhouse is having a really rough time, and he's just blissfully unaware.
Yeah.
It's like I think he gets like basically it's the next thing is he gets struck by lightning,
Yeah.
like type of thing. Everything's coming up Millhouse. It starts to rain, type of thing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
could be worse.
Could be worse. Northern Utah is like West Texas. Nobody's ever from East Texas. Nobody goes to Southern Utah. Is that true? I don't know. I don't know enough to know. No one's ever from East Texas. Yeah, because we just don't call it East Texas. No one calls it. Yeah, no one calls it anything. That's where like Houston is. No one.
Well, I said Northern Utah yesterday. I was like, do people say that? Because I've been saying it.
Yeah,
But I was like, do people actually say Northern Utah that live in Utah?
Yeah.
Or Justin was like, yeah, that's fine. I'm like, okay.
Except
It's just Salt Lake. That's all it's up there. I mean, there's Provo and whatever, but it's all just Salt Lake. It's like no one says Southern. Well, that's not true either. I was like Southern Nevada. Just depends on how you're using it, I guess. But like you just say Vegas. You're in the Vegas area, like
yeah.
But Salt Lake is all there is to Utah. No one even talks about Southern Utah. I think you do say Southern Utah, but you don't necessarily say Northern Utah.
Okay. I had a friend who used to call Cincinnati the Natty. She's like, yeah, the Natty. She has like a real thick accent. And she's like insisted that people said that. I have never met someone from Cincinnati who's ever said the Natty. Like, I was talking to Brandon about this the other day. He's like, yeah, I'm going to Cincinnati. He's like, the Natty. I was like, shut up, the Natty. It's like, I will confirm or deny whether or not anyone ever says the Natty. I think it's just her, and that's allowed. If you want to be the starter of a thing, you do that.
Just trying to make fetch happen.
Make fetch happen. Natalie, you make fetch happen and make Northern Utah a thing that people say.
I think you don't say Northern Utah because like there's not enough people talking about it in Southern Utah. You know what I mean? It's like the bigger areas get to call the other part Southern Utah or whatever, but you don't get to like, you just go, no, I'm going to Salt Lake City.
Christian says, salt forever. Do you slide down a hill of salt? Bring some homemade fried chips for seasoning. What Pretty Lady Blue said, I concur. Happy Monday, me thanks. Okay, Christian. I got lost. I got lost in the middle of tagging. Anyways, point is, business time. Episodes are coming out. I have like a few. I have like one pickle TikTok in the can still. I have two I could potentially film. I still have enough July left.
That's on you.
It is.
Like you can't even get you like this is on you.
It's on me because this is the thing that gets pushed off every week on my to-do list is figuring that out because I get done with this and I'm like, I gotta move on to the next thing. But that one I did not expect. Is it peace sign? Is that what happens?
That's what you did.
But
not that way.
Not this way.
No, that way, yes. That way, no.
Anyways, I forgot what I was saying. That distracted me enough that I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
So,
talking about pickle content. I do have a few more things coming out, so maybe we'll get lucky if I can get it done. I just gotta edit one of them for sure. But one of them, okay, you guys pick. As I got the stuff to do both of these, I can either make pickle fries, which is where you blend up pickles, cheddar, and egg, and then you like make little fries and bake them. Or I can make pickle queso because
Oh, I
that
saw the pickle queso one. That looks kind of good.
when I read the recipe, I was like, that's too much. I was like, I can't compare this. This is like queso like unlike any queso I've ever even had. Like I have to have like queso that I would make and then put pickles in it.
Yeah.
So, guys, give me your 2 cents. Would you rather see pickle fries or pickle queso? Either
Blair says,
way. Huh?
Blair says neither.
No, no. Blair, your vote doesn't count on this one.
Ben says queso, no pickles.
No pickle.
Both of them are on the anti-pickle party.
Yeah, the queso would be the easiest one. That'd be definitely the easiest thing. And I'm gonna have to caveat with I found this recipe. And the queso does sound really good and fancy, but that's not queso. It's like all these different kind of cheeses and ingredients and fresh chopped up onion and da. I'm like, that's not queso. Queso is Velveeta, Rotel, and that's it. That's all you put in it. That's all you need. That's Texas queso. I count as 2 votes. What? Blair, what is your math that you count as 2 votes? Pickle spears, pickle fries, calling pickle spears. No, like you take a pickle spear and blend it up and then reshape it, reconstitute it back into a spear, basically. Basically. Dehydrated pickles. I really want to make dehydrated pickles, grind them down, and then turn them into mozzarella sticks. Like batter, put it in the breadcrumbs. I just want to see what would happen. But
Salty.
probably.
It always end up tasting salty.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Danny
Because
P.
remember those little pickle chips were just salty.
Oh yeah, we did do that once. Pickle
Yeah,
chips.
we did dehydrate pickles chips.
The things we have done in life. Speaking of which, I've been refinishing all of my window ledges here in my house. Like 100 years of paint. I am so glad we did the furniture refinishing video because I remember the orange stuff, that citrus orangey stuff. Never would have known that existed had it not been for that video. It took I took an entire giant bottle of it to finish up all the ledges because there were so many layers, like 100 years of paint on this ledge. Like I would get down to a new color and be like, oh, the house was red at one point. That's interesting.
That's so fun, though. That
Oh my
is so
God.
fun to like see the colors. You're like when you do remove paint from something.
Yeah, it was really fun. But like, man, it's taken a full, like every spare moment of my time for the last, since you left, basically. Like I started the next
Yeah, you
day.
started the next day. Yeah.
Yeah. I've been every spare moment that I've had, like I've barely had enough time. I barely gave myself enough time to eat. I would just eat something quick and then get back to scraping wood or sanding or filling holes or whatever. And I finally finished yesterday. It's been all consuming. Like all I can do is that. The house was red, must have been in the 80s. Probably. I can't tell from the layer from the
What year it was. You're not carbon dating it while you go?
Harvey did. I think it started out originally as like a cream color, the house, and then I think at one point it was an emerald green, and then at one point it was a seafoam green, and then at one point it was a
But I bet it was just the ledges.
no, it's
I
the
don't think
house. No, the
the
whole
exterior or
I
okay, that makes sense. I was like the interior house of your house was
Oh,
not all those colors.
no, not the interior. This is the exterior.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about the interior.
No, it's the exterior. I can see some of the layers in the interior. Just I can see through the paint in my dining room. Like it's not, they did not paint a thick enough layer of paint in my
Yeah.
dining room for me to not know that the color before this was seafoam green. I can absolutely see it.
Yeah.
I noticed that yesterday and I was like, you know what? I've lived here 10 years and I now have zero qualms doing whatever to this house now. Cause
Right.
like I can see the shoddy craftsmanship of what you've done previous to me. Anything I do to this place is going to be an improvement.
Thanks.
They're gonna raise the rent when Tara's done. Yeah, probably.
Yeah. They
Also,
don't have to do the remodel. You already did it.
yeah, right. Well, they're definitely gonna gut it when I move. Tara's house paint is like rings on a tree. Yes,
I
a
wonder if
hundred.
there's lead in there.
Probably. I'm probably gonna die. It's probably why I was so tired last night. I'm probably lead poisoned, and that's it. We're done. Distress it with some thinner. Maybe. Now I'm cleaning the windows. All my Jalusi windows, I've been pulling them all out, and they're all splattered with paint from people previously painting. So I'm
Mhm.
going through each one and scraping all the paint off and putting like thinner on it. Like it's taking this whole project is just escalated.
It's a give a mouse a cookie
It
situation.
literally is. I've so many times wanted to text you. I just gave a mouse a cookie and it won't go away. And now I just keep
And
finding
now it wants a glass of milk.
now I keep finding like little new things to fix. Like the wood floors all need to be like I need to fill all these holes in my wood floor because it's in such bad repair
Right.
and
Um,
haunted. No, not
going back a little bit, Desiree says make the queso with 2 ingredients and add pickles.
yeah,
Like, why not make your own?
that's
You
what
don't
I'm
have
gonna
to
do.
follow some other recipe, make your own. Yeah.
Literally what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just be like, I found this cool recipe, but I can't do that. I can't really compare this with or without pickles because it's not queso that I know.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be too distracted by the recipe of the queso to really even think about the pickle portion. So we're
Blair
just
says just put pickles in the paint and destroy it like it does everything else.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, Claire, you got the best ideas for my life. I'm absolutely gonna do that. Oh my God. Edgar Allan Poe approved my house. I'm sure there's some Edgar Allan Poe poem I can write about the layers of paint I've taken
Yeah.
off.
Get AI to do it.
Yeah, AI, write me a poem.
And write me a poem in the style of Edgar Allan Poe about layers of paint on my house.
I had AI help me write a blog that I'm still working on. Like, write me a blog about boat snacks. And I like, these are the top boat snacks I want to talk about. It wrote it. It's terrible, of course, but
Well,
it got me started.
that's what those commercials that are all like AI, I mean, they're running right now during the Olympics.
Yeah.
AI, write me such and such. And then you notice that they never actually show you what AI does. Like they show you asking AI to do it, and then it's like, write my letter for my daughter, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I guarantee you that's a piece of junk letter.
Oh my
Basically,
God.
you already wrote a better letter than whatever they're going to,
Yeah,
the prompt that you put in there is better than everything they're going to
yeah,
write for you. Like,
probably. Yeah. All it did was like help me get the ball rolling, and then I copy paste each snack item over, rewrite it, make it funnier, make it better, and then go to find the picture from the blog because I'm pulling recipes off the internet from the blogs. But yeah, the thing it wrote is the most vanilla I write a blog writing I've ever read. Like the most like generic Susan wrote this
mhm.
blog and like not a Susan we know, just a generic Susan Green is her name and she wrote this blog and she oh my God, it's so bad. But whatever, it got me started. AI
Hmm.
complains about practice, not a game, practice.
Is that the commercial? A lot of
Probably.
those commercials right now.
Oh my
Who's
God.
watching the Olympics? Are
Yeah.
you? Are you?
No.
We
Mm-mm.
are. I mean, in the background.
Yeah.
Like I keep finding myself not watching. Like especially, I mean, I love women's gymnastics. Like I love watching that.
So
But for whatever reason, I'm distracted enough that like it's on the TV. And then I like look up and the vault's over. I'm like, why was I not paying attention? Well, I mean, I was really busy yesterday, but
right. Right.
uh,
No, your schedule is, guys, Natalie's schedule is the craziest it's been in forever.
I
Even
I
drinking.
have like so the new job I just started only requires 4 hours a week. Not a big deal. Like that's not hard. You know, I'm doing this, but I'm costuming a thing. I'm doing a movie. There's a lot of moving pieces.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I was like, I couldn't figure out why I was so overwhelmed by it all. And then I realized it's because it's all either culminating at the same time or all just starting at the same time. And so nothing is routine right now. And I'm even my lists don't make sense. Like, and then it's like there's enough hours in the day to do everything. I just don't have enough bandwidth to handle all the things. Like it's like switching gears is so hard. And so it's like I've been way overwhelmed
Mhm.
and missing things. Like I last night I was like, oh crap, Tara sent me an edit yesterday that I just completely forgot existed. But it was because we had, a 4 alarm fire in Gig Harbor.
Yeah.
And for me, I put you on hold. And it's like, okay, dealing with those. All right, fire, fire, fire. I don't know. I think, and then doing this, filming this weekend. I have worked on memorizing, but then I put it on hold once I realized I didn't have to be there until Wednesday,
Oh, uh-huh.
which
Yeah.
means I have to spend this evening.
That's tonight's to
I
do.
did the initial memorizing, which means you don't really have it. Like the words are in there someplace, but you don't know it.
Right.
And so I need to go through and do the real memorizing
Yeah.
so that I can actually act on set.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I need to start doing the same thing. I've been like actively this year preventing life from trying because I've been in that place before where it's like I'm missing things because there's
Yeah.
so much happening in so many different directions that like yes, I have enough time in a day to do this. Yes, this isn't that much work. None of it's hard, but it's the gear switching that you lose track of pieces constantly.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
something falls through the cracks because you're too overwhelmed by it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember like a few years ago, I remember just going, you can't do that, Tara. You can't
Yeah.
because I had when I was doing a drinking game, I was really aware of like how
Mhm.
what else I could take on. I'm like, nope, that week I will not be able to take on anything else and blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then I had such a lull in between that it's not that I forgot. It's just that a couple opportunities popped up at the same time. And I was like,
Yeah.
I can't turn
Yeah.
any of them down. Well, this job, it was the last one that I tacked on there. And because I had all these other commitments, then it made everything just a little bit more difficult because all those things I did know I was going to be busy with them, but that I wasn't going to pass up this job.
Right.
So,
No. Well, and that's what happens is like something comes up and you're like, I can't pass this up or whatever, or I
yeah,
can't, and I can't set anything else down. Like there,
right.
like if I could set another thing down, I would, but I can't. So like you're
That's why I always set down TikTok.
yeah, there's something's got to get set down. Something. Yeah, I've been like this year's been the year of me being like, no, I'm not taking on anything else yet.
Yeah.
Or if I do, it's like literally, like how much actual effort is this going to take from me? Like, okay, I can give you 3 days. I can give you 3 days of my time and attention. But even then, there's always stuff you don't think about that goes
Justin
with.
says engineers call it context switching. Oh, so wait. Speaking of context switching, this new job. First of all, if ever you're at work and you see a safety video that has me in it, please let me know.
Oh my God, yes. Yes,
But
yes,
secondly, so it's really interesting. Like reading a teleprompter is its own thing, like it's its own skill, and I'm okay at it. There's a couple things about this that I've learned that are really weird for me. So like there's 3 teleprompters and they want you to switch, every couple lines.
Yeah.
And you can switch and you can read the next couple lines. I mean, the next couple words, but your brain is just now catching up and there's like a buffer thing. And like, it takes a long time to learn to do that skill. Cause like you're turning and you're reading on this one and you found your place and you got it, but then you mess up before you get to the end of the sentence, inevitably. And they're like, yeah, it takes everybody a long time to get used to it. So, and so I turn and then I'm like, okay, I just have to start at the beginning of that sentence again. But then there are things in every one of these, there's a word that you don't realize trips you up. And it's always a word that's being used a bunch, like risk. The word risk, if there's, depending on what word follows it or what words before it, I end up saying risk. Like I risk. Oh yeah. And so then you're like, okay, that one is a new, and then I already learned I have this bizarre habit of I'll be reading, I'll mess up and I'll go, mm-mm. And then I run it back and I start go, mm-mm. And then, but I also get it when I get something right. I go, mm-hmm. So there's like 3 versions of my mm-mm, and then mm-hmm. Like there's I messed that up, I'm going to do it again. Yeah. There's the something went wrong and I don't know what it is yet. And then there's I got it. Like they were like laughing at me because there's someone on headphones making sure there's no problems with the mic or anything. Right. And there's someone doing the scroll. And these 2 girls and I are getting along fabulously. But it was like we're on our 4th, 5th video and I'm like, and blah, 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 blah. Mm-mm. And she just starts giggling on the side. I'm like, great. I have a quirk that I didn't, is very apparent now. It was interesting. It's been like, there's been one word in each one that like just I can't say prompt. Like there's an extra T when I say it, or it's like I add an extra syllable when I say this word and you just never realized you said it wrong until you're doing it in this context.
Yep. Like me and espresso. David Face says, hey ladies, is it cool if I use your names on some phony movie posters? David, thank you so much for the super chat.
Yes, it is absolutely okay.
Absolutely okay. I was like, I'm cool with that. Whatever. Do
whatever.
I want to make a drinking game over the term best practices in corporate videos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and it's like, so what I've done so far was sexual harassment one, a spotting abuse, and this was for like teachers and
Okay.
social workers and stuff like that, spotting and reporting. And then those were my first two, which were super fun to like come in there, and now you're just like you can't even smile the whole time you're doing it. And
Right.
then California just rolled out a new rule and regulation that is you if your workplace reaches over 82 degrees Fahrenheit, and I had to say Fahrenheit every single time, that you must have like a cool down station, and you have to have water, and you have to all these things like
Oh, wow.
because of heat related illnesses, which there are a lot of, and I had to talk about all of them. And then I did a driver safety one that was for inspecting your vehicle, and another one of the heat ones that went to management. Anyway, but sexual, I end up doing a Sean Connery every once in a while. Sean Connery comes in all the time. Sexual. It was just amazing how many like weird little vocal quirks you don't realize you have until you're like trying to say them. And they don't even have to catch them. I'm just like, I said quirk. I
Yeah.
said quirk, vocal quirk. And you're
Yeah, you're like, why do I say it that way? Why do I say it that way? People who say chimney.
oh yeah. Well,
Chimney.
and then there's like, regional things. Like I don't think I'll
Oh
run into
yeah.
those the same way of like, do you say like saying ruin or saying ruined?
Right.
Like it's just like
Oh man. I was rewatching Downton Abbey and something else. Always watch, oh, the show Ghost. For some reason, the way that they say the word appreciate, they
appreciate.
don't
Do they
appreciate.
see appreciate?
Appreciate. Like
Yeah.
I am like fascinated by the way people say
Appreciate.
appreciate. Like
Yeah.
say it again. Appreciate. I should appreciate that. Like what? How are you
Appreciate.
doing that?
Yeah.
We do
It's
sexual abuse, drinking, grooming, drug abuse, squid pro quo. Oh my God.
so I was walking out of there and I was like, wouldn't it be so much fun if one day my mom was having to do a training because she's in corporate and she's in
Yeah.
HR and she had to watch a training video and it was me. I was like,
Oh
wouldn't that
my
be the most
God.
fun thing in the
That'd
world?
be so cool. Yeah. If you ever see Natalie
Hi,
in a training
Toby.
video, please, please, please screenshot, take a photo, send it to us. I
Yeah,
got
you're suddenly like you got your phone out, you're taking a picture, and they're like, I know
it.
her.
What are you doing?
And
Don't
then listen to how many times I go risk,
risk, risk,
prompt.
prompt, prompt. Oh my God, I love it. I say it because the way I say it that way because I'm from Moscow. Oh, okay, okay. Appreciate. But I'm fascinated by it. Fascinated. That's what we were talking about the Olympics. The French unnecessarily destroyed a reefer surfing venue. I know nothing about what's going on. Like, I've been so buried in this whole window ledge thing that I haven't paid attention to anything that's happening in life right now. Vice president nominations, don't know. Haven't been paying attention. Have no idea.
That's what Glenn and Stu this morning started off their show going, well, it was a boring weekend. All the same people are candidates.
Yes. Yeah. Boring. What else is going on? Having to do something scripted. Ben says, when I was having to do something scripted, I temporarily went back into my childhood inability to pronounce TH. Oh no, would pronounce it as an F. Yup. It's
Yeah.
amazing how much will come out in the wash when you're doing something where like you're on the spot. You're like,
Oh, yeah.
oh, why did I make that? Why does my body make that sound all of a sudden? Like, why am I squeaky? I don't understand.
Yeah.
I have to risk my eggs. Excuse me,
Whisk.
risk my eggs.
Oh my gosh. And you don't know it until you're in there and you're like, I didn't know I couldn't say prompt. I
Yeah.
didn't know I can't even tell you what the words were at this point in time either. But there were plenty of them that I'm like right there, something I stumbled over that word, but I don't ever have to go back and fix it. Like
No.
you mumbled through something, like, but it's not until it's like the commercial with like a good neighbor that is out right now. It's neighbor. So I said neighbor.
Listen, Nipa. Welcome, Ed. Ed, we said hi to you earlier. We just assumed you were there.
Yeah, we assumed you're there.
We just covered it just in case. Hi, welcome to the party. I put some people from Toronto. I put an L in both. Improv troupe, and when my friends was in the troupe and I could deal with my words colliding.
Yeah.
Interesting. Fun. Anyways, all right.
Nice.
10-minute warning to joke corner, 10-minute warning. I'm gonna take your Olympic jokes. I don't know how this is gonna work out.
Ooh.
It feels like it's gonna be difficult, feels like it's gonna be a challenge, but I will take your I want to see what the internet's
No,
got.
I think there's a lot. I think there's a lot between like gold medals and jumping and
Jumping
there's
between jumping, throwing things, running a lot. There's gotta be a lot.
so you probably didn't see this though. This is a fun Olympic fact or fact, or little fact here.
Definitely gonna
So Flava Flav, I know everybody probably everyone else might know this one already. Flava Flav is there. Like he's adopted the women's polo team, water polo team. So
Oh,
he found out that like despite winning 6 gold medals, whatever,
yeah.
some of them have second jobs to support themselves while they're in training throughout the thing. And he went, no. So he sponsors the team and he is at every event cheering them on as loud as possible. So
Oh,
Flava Flav has like, and you know what? I was like, you know what? I don't know that I need our taxpayer money to go to supporting you being a full-time athlete, like in that regard. Like, but if celebrities want to like and millionaires and stuff want to
yeah,
step up and like start contributing to these like the women's water polo fund, I
yeah.
am all in. Like that is
That.
really cool. You can
That's
even
fun.
get your name on their shirts. I don't care. Like let's do
I think I would love for that to become a thing because Flava Flav did this. You were like, yeah, it's cool to do this. Let's all find a team to sponsor in such a manner.
exactly. So there's a swimmer, Nick something. I can't remember his an American swimmer, and he was doing one of the one of the quick down back
Okay.
races. I don't know what's 100 meters. I have no idea.
Yeah, something like that.
Um, anyway, he he's has 6 national championships, has never won a gold medal. He's like 34. This is obviously his last swimming Olympics. But the guy walks out with his hood up and they're showing him, and I'm like, who's this asshole? Right. And like he's like, and then they do the little behind the scenes that they, do of the athlete profiles.
Yeah.
And he is a product development supervisor or whatever for a company, like their tech side, and like nerdy and just like really down to earth. He's about to have his first baby, and he goes like, it was all about scheduling, about how he gets up and he goes to the pool, then he goes and has to deal with like real world work stuff, and then he goes and like works out afterwards, and it's all like on this clock, and then he ended up getting silver, but it was by
Oh,
a long shot, because there's like somebody breaking all world records and
oh,
stuff
the
as
record.
well. So like,
Yeah.
but silver was amazing for it. And it was like, I went from like before this player profile, I was like,
Yeah.
who's this guy? And then
And
I
you're
was like,
like,
he's
"Hmm,
so exact the opposite of what his like demeanor was when he walked in the room with his hood up and everything. Anyway,
yeah. Oh,
he was
that's fun.
cute.
My dad tried out for the Olympics for sailing.
Oh yeah.
Pretty close. I can't remember the full story. Yeah, but he wanted to try again. I think his window is closing as age wise, like for how long you can possibly try out for the whatever the team. I
Yeah.
don't know what the terms for this, but yeah, he got really close. He was very very close to getting into the Olympics for sailing.
Yeah, I
Like
mean that's what this guy says. He's like, I mean, it's not like you age out. It's just
yeah,
you just can't compete. He's like, there's a
yeah,
lot of things I can't keep up with the 18-year-olds with
yeah,
anymore. He
yeah,
says, but this one I think I still can. And he, obviously had to try out to get there and had to, but it was a cute
yeah.
little. I always love those player profile or athlete profile videos and everything. They're done really well to make you root even
Yeah.
harder.
Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. They do. Yeah. Good job editing like mom in there. Like, and mom has been cheering him on. She's there when he was 5 years old. Blah,
Finding the little thing that makes you care about this
uh-huh.
person and wanting them to win
Yeah.
more than just like your,
The reality
hoorah America.
thing that they do for that stuff. Yeah. Absolutely. Uh, me. Who's this asshole? Them. That's the HR. They'll be conducting your job interview.
Who's this ass?
Who's this asshole? Oops. Oops a doodle. All right, let's review a little bit of business time for the few people who just walked or who walked in the door after. We got a sketch coming out this week. Right now, we are doing pretty good on time. However, Natalie is filming this week, so they may be putting it out late, whatever, because there's only so much time in the day. There's only so much bandwidth. We'll see. It's going really well so far. We got good feelings, so we will have a sketch coming out Friday, and if not Friday, someday this weekend, and we'll keep you guys posted on what winds up happening. I'll announce on the Instagram what we're doing.
Because Natalie made it to Dodger Stadium. No. And now I'm not going to get to when I'm there either because Jason's going to be out of town. So
Derek,
it's
how
okay. I
dare
didn't have time anyway. But I actually need to talk to Jason because I'm like, oh, but I did want to see you. Like, even if we weren't going to go to a game, I'm like, I was still hoping to see you.
Yeah. He's gonna be gone for like 5 weeks. He booked a movie, which is like, yay, hooray. But who knows? Who knows? Because so many people, and I'm not ill willing anything here, but so much of what's going on right now in the industry, like people like book a job and then the job pushes and it pushes and it pushes and it pushes. So who freaking knows? Like a lot of my friends are going
Did
through.
I read this morning that there was a tentative agreement for the union?
Probably, yeah. They've been like the last I've heard of it, they've been like super close on getting it done because
Oh,
no one,
because the very first was that they were so far apart was,
right?
then. And I was like, oh, we're gonna strike again.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Yeah. Ed says
Ed.
congratulations. Thank you, Ed. So cool. 100 candles. Olympics is amateur sports. USA embraced that concept, so no money to people, no corp sponsors, and all that crap. Oh,
I
interesting.
don't know. Is that still true? I thought that that had changed at some point in time. I mean, we just changed it with all of college, but like college can
Oh,
make
really?
money. Yeah,
Oh.
but it used to be that it was all amateur, like not.
Hmm.
But that can't be true because basketball's not. LeBron James is not an amateur. Like we got, so it's got to be not completely true. There might be some of the sports maybe, but you
Yeah.
know, our our soccer team is not, our basketball teams are not. So,
Right.
but maybe it is an individual sports or something. I don't know.
I know nothing. I watch and I have no idea what's happening. It's like knowing the name of the band. I never know the name of the band of like whatever song I'm listening to, but I'll know every word. I never have all the details. It depends on the organization. Basketball did
That's
change.
what I was saying. It might be like organizational wise, because I know, that the girls soccer team plays, the men's soccer teams play,
Yeah.
the basketball, obviously, because LeBron James is out there
Right.
killing it.
Right.
Um,
Oh, about 30 years ago. Okay. Yeah, I never know. I just think it's all very fun. Yeah, I never can keep up with. I can barely keep with the rules of football, let alone anything else. College makes the money.
no, that's not true anymore, David. The college athletes now out here are allowed to make money off their likeness and which was not true before. So
Right.
now they're allowed to sell their likeness. So like, and I think that means like jersey sales and stuff end up going. They own their name, they own their likeness, basically is, and I don't know how all the details of that. So there's obviously they
Yeah.
don't get ticket sales and stuff like that, but they
But
can do endorsements and they can do selling of their likeness. Yeah.
yeah, before they just not like allowed to
Yeah, you weren't allowed to be making money, and it was to keep the playing field level. I know that's true for football now, college football. I don't know if it's true of basketball and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, it was so that it kind of kept, because if you were playing in Texas or one of the big college football teams, then obviously they're like, oh well, we'll give you we'll give you commercials and stuff like that, so that they're kind of paying you.
uh,
And so they didn't do that. But then meanwhile, the colleges were making just tons of money off of their likenesses and their jersey sales. And you're like,
right,
this
yeah,
is this is like slave labor at that point in
yeah,
time. They're
yeah,
getting a free scholarship and stuff like that, which
right.
housing and all these other perks. But you shouldn't be able to make money hand over fist on someone's likeness like that.
Yeah,
So
I agree with that. Like you shouldn't, yeah, that the name and likeness is where that line should be drawn. Like
yeah,
you,
and I mean, I get it. You also want to keep a little bit more of a level playing field, but because otherwise these smaller schools, I mean, it's already true the smaller schools can't compete anyway,
right.
but
But
the
then like
smaller
no
market
one
schools
should.
can't.
If it's not the athlete making money off the name and the likeness, then no one should. Like the college shouldn't
There
either.
you go. Yeah.
How you would do that. So yeah, this is a better, like, feed the kid, man. Uh,
Right. So instead, they just go to bigger markets and they get to sell their likeness. If you can sell your likeness in Florida, it's more worth way more than selling your likeness in Southern Utah.
okay, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Not going well for the sumo industry.
Mm.
All right, guys, we got 1 minute to joke corner. Joke corner is where you guys go out to the internet, go find jokes, bring them back, and we all do the thing. There's a format to this. You're gonna write the word joke really big, and your entire joke into one comment. If you break it up, I might not be able to find the other half of it. Bonus points for jokes about the Olympics. Good luck. I hope that goes well. I'm very
The
excited.
Olympics are a joke. Oh, wait.
I can't wait to see what the internet's got to provide for us. And let's do this thing. David, do magazines really have to add alive to the sexiest woman or man? Or am I just grossly underestimating the number of necrophiliacs in the world?
Gross. I
Excellent
think you
point.
probably are, though.
I think you are, but excellent point. What do you call a belt made of watches?
A waist watch.
That's really close. A waste of time.
Ah.
Ha. How many tickets does it take to make an octopus laugh?
How many tickets?
Tickets.
Not tickles?
Wait, let me go back. Tickles? The
Tickles make sense. I just broke my pencil.
oh no.
How many?
How many tickles?
How many tickles does it take to make an octopus laugh? 10 tickles.
Yeah, uh-huh. The first two are testicles.
It's 10 tickles. 10 tickles.
I fear my neighbor being stalked by me.
Okay.
I read that
You
correctly.
have the power to not.
She's been Googling my name last night on her computer. I saw it clearly through my binoculars.
Oh my God.
Oh, if mediums can communicate with the dead, imagine what a large can do.
Raise the dead.
Ben, if binge drinking was an Olympic sport, Iowa would take gold, silver, and bronze.
All the Midwest would be competing. It'd be
Very, very intense. David, what's orange and sounds like a parrot?
which orange and sounds like a parrot. I don't know.
A carrot.
A carrot.
I got a puppy for my twin sons. I think I made a good trade.
Oh.
Desiree, what lights up a soccer stadium?
What lights up a soccer stadium? Don't know because I know nothing about soccer.
A soccer match.
Aha!
Yeah.
Even knowing they're called matches.
Yeah.
That is
I would have forgotten that.
knowledge.
Everything I know about soccer, I learned from Ted Lasso, so it's not much.
Oh, there you go.
Been like Beckham. Me. This is a hard escape room. Boss, you're at work. Facts.
If you solve all of these spreadsheets, you get to escape.
You get to escape with a paycheck. What animal is best at hitting a baseball?
A bat.
Yeah, that's it. You can't teach a lion to play golf, but a tiger would.
Oh, but a tiger would.
Yeah. Derek Ward, what is green and has big wheels?
A tractor.
Grass.
A John Deere tractor.
It says grass. I lied about the wheels.
I like that one. I like that one a lot.
Me, welcome to my she shed. Welcome to my she shed. That was really hard. Gynecologist, will you please stop calling it that? Yeah, David, please stop calling it that.
Rose.
Desiree, knock knock.
Who's there?
Who?
Who?
What are you cheering for?
Woo-hoo-hoo.
We didn't win a medal. I think I got lost.
I think you got lost too.
Yeah. I think these two sentences go together. What are you cheering for? We didn't win a medal. I think that goes together.
Yes.
Who,
That's
yeah.
the structure of a knock-knock joke.
Like the way, like the question mark made me think we had another step to the knock-knock joke because I lost track of where we were in the knock because I'm missing one. I'm missing one of the column repeat. Anyway, whatever. I got a yoke, so I don't know if that's gonna be different than a joke. It could be. Why does Cinderella never win the Olympics?
Because she, I don't know.
Oh wait, okay. This is structured differently. Dan is saying, why does Cinderella never win the Olympics? Stan says why. Dan, she has a pumpkin for a coach and runs away from the ball.
Okay. I'm Dan or Stan in this
Yeah,
situation.
but I don't, yeah, the
I don't
Dan
think you needed those.
I don't think it's a necessary part, but just in case, I was like, want to clarify that there's a Dan and Stan portion of the joke. David, aliens probably don't visit us because we only have a rating of 1 star.
Haha.
Probably. What do you get when you mix alcohol and literature?
I don't know.
Tequila Mockingbird.
Aha.
I hate it when people say age is just a number. Age is obviously a word.
That's also true.
Also true.
It's also true.
And it jumped. It jumped so big.
Did
There we go.
jump like an Olympic athlete?
Olympic athlete level of jump. What is the best part of an Olympic boxer's joke?
What is the best part of the punchline?
There you go. Yes. For those who are struggling with English, don't equals do not, won't equals woe not. Follow me for more advice.
No.
Desiree, why did the spotted jungle cat get disqualified from the Olympics?
Because he's a cheater.
Cheetah. David, people who tolerate me on a daily basis, they're the real heroes.
Yeah.
Not all heroes wear capes. Sometimes it just works with me.
Just walk around distributing capes.
Basically. Desiree, why were the swimming elephants thrown out of the Olympics?
Why were the swimming they weren't wearing trunks?
They couldn't keep their trunks up.
Ah.
Ah. Why wouldn't the athlete listen to the music? To music.
I don't know.
She broke the record.
Ah.
Desiree, how can a footballer stop his nose running?
The tissue.
Put out a foot and trip it up.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. Why is basketball the messiest Olympic sport?
Because everybody dribbles all over the place.
That's it. Christian's giving me the warning of this is a dirty joke. Dirty joke. Man was shopping in a nearby supermarket when he noticed a package that said Olympic condoms. He bought it and told his wife about it. Olympic condoms? Why? What's so special about them? They have 3 colors: gold, silver, and bronze. Yep. And then it jumped. And what color are you going to wear tonight? Gold, obviously. Why not silver? It'd be great if you came in second for a change.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Why couldn't the dog run in the marathon?
Because he was told to heel.
Because he wasn't part
He's
of
a good boy.
He's a good boy. Because he wasn't a part of the human race.
Ah, okay.
Daughter, hey mom, what is an acorn? Mom, well, in a nutshell, it's an oak tree.
Aha. Clever.
Very clever. David, won a gold medal at the weather forecasting championship today. I beat the reigning champion.
Aha.
Joke, why did the Easter Bunny join the Olympics?
Because he was good at jumping. He wanted to do the long jump.
He'd be a really good long jumper. Because he heard that first place gets 24 carats.
Ah.
Hey. David, what do you call a laughing outboard motor?
I don't know.
Yamaha.
Okay, got it.
Joke. Whoop, 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 whoop. Where'd it go? Ah, here we go. Called IT support as I was having problems with my computer at work. He said, "Have you tried disabling cookies?" I replied, "Well, I once bit the legs off a gingerbread man."
That'll do it.
Don't
That
need
cookie's
your
not going anywhere.
dieting advice.
I've taken to calling things like, so somebody had made burgers the other day and there's just patties sitting up there and they're like, well, you can, like, do you want a bun? And I was like, no, I just want a meat cookie. And I'm just eating it like it's a cookie. And then just earlier today, they had made pancakes and they were about to put like, I'm just going to freeze the rest of these. Do you want one? I'm like, yes. And they're like, there's syrup in the fridge. And I said, no, I just need a bread cookie.
Yes. Everything's a cookie.
Everything's a cookie.
Uh, Last one, and then we're gonna wrap this up. I know my brain just like died. What's the main rule of the Insomnia Olympics?
I don't know.
You look so despondent.
I thought I was going to give you able to, no, I don't know.
You snooze, you lose. I think
Oh,
actually the answer is you snooze, you win.
yeah, it's the Insomnia
Yeah,
Olympics. That's like the
right.
first one to snooze wins.
Yeah, exactly. Anyways, all right. Thank you guys for joining us for Shusha Secret Time. We're gonna be busy, busy, busy. Like I said, episode may or may not be coming out on time. Who knows? We'll let you know. We'll keep you posted. And then there'll be some more pickle TikTok content coming out from me in a
Woo-hoo.
couple of days as well. So check that out. I'll try and push those to other places whenever I can. Sometimes it
Mhm.
won't let you because it's like, no, this time I lost the ability to record for 10 minutes on TikTok for like 3 weeks. So, you know.
Oh,
Yeah, couldn't do
hmm,
anything longer than 15 seconds on TikTok in the TikTok app.
interesting.
Yeah, it was really annoying. Anyways, which is why I was like, I'm not making content. All right, guys, we'll see you guys next time.
Bye, everybody. I'm going to wave until it stops me waving awkwardly, like at the end of a commercial.
Uh-huh.